My name is Chi. In a few months, I'm going to be playing at Amersfoort World Jazz Festival as their endorsed Exceptional Talent 2023. I think my interest with music started when I was a kid, around 7 or 8. I think my mother told me I could figure out some melody from the TV on the piano by myself, like with one finger like this. And then this is how it started. And then my mother sent me to a piano academy in the neighborhood. Then that's how I started learning the piano. My name is Tin Chi Siu. I'm from Macau. I'm a pianist and also composer. I have my own band. It's called Chi Quartet. That with the band I play the music that I write. There was a friend of my mother who was also a piano teacher in Macau, and then one time she came over for dinner, and then it's just like casually, hey, why don't you just play some piano for me, you know? And then she listened to my playing, and then she told me, oh, you know, there is a young talent department from the Macau Conservatory. Why don't you try to audition? And then I tried, and then I got in. It was pretty random, and I also think back then it was not so competitive. You know, like all the kids, if they want to learn music seriously, the Macau Conservatory will just take them. And then I was very lucky. I got a very good teacher, very strict. And then he gives me an assignment. Okay, learn this tune by heart next week. If I come to the lesson, I cannot memorize it. He would tell me, okay, out. And that's it, no more lesson. And that was the lesson. I was studying in Macau after high school, and also so in Macau it was like that. I studied in a conventional high school, and then for the rest of my time, the weekend I studied in the conservatory, the young talent department. So it was two schools together, basically, the music school and the common normal high school. And after high school, I got into the Chinese University of Hong Kong. Actually, the funniest thing is I got into university by auditioning clarinet. Yeah, I did my first year bachelor degree with a clarinet major. Yeah, because that was a bit funny, because somebody told me, oh, you know what, if you're gonna audition with piano, it's gonna be really difficult because there are a huge amount of piano players. If you wanna get in, then the chance is very slim. If you can play a second instrument, why don't you do it with clarinet? Maybe it's a bigger chance for you to get in. Then I did it. Yeah. Since I was 14, I started clarinet playing from high school, and then I did it with the school band and school orchestra also. I was also a member of Macau Youth Orchestra, yeah, like a clarinet player. I was trying to keep both instruments even when I was a first year bachelor, but then. Yeah, but then it got to a point that I need to make a choice. Okay, which instrument I need to focus on. But then I choose piano. After finishing my bachelor in Hong Kong, I actually worked 1 year in Hong Kong to save some money, and I also worked in Macau back and forth as a piano teacher for little kids, and also performing a bit. And after that, I went to New York for my master of piano study. During the master study, they have a minor that we can choose, and then oh, there's a jazz piano I could choose. Then I choose it, and then that was wow. It's really mind-blowing, and I feel like, oh, I really like to learn more about jazz, learn about improvisation. I think studying in New York definitely adds more color to my music journey, and also opened my eyes way more. It's a nice experience. After New York, I went back home. I went back to Hong Kong, Macau, working there for a few years. And then Hong Kong is a very stressful city, actually. And then I feel like, oh, I need to work so hard and only paying the rent. The urge of learning how to improvise or making my own music just always there. So I always have an urge to, I want to learn more about music. I want to be free, create my own thing. And then I started searching which country is good for learning jazz music, or which country has a sense of freedom, creativity. And then I asked around, I searched around, and people told me, oh, why don't you try the Netherlands? It's a very good country, very free, and the atmosphere is very good. And then I searched, and then I tried to audition, and then I'm here. When I write a song or write a composition for the band or for my piano solo, I always think about a story first, and then I try to create the sound around the story, or to describe the emotions of the story. And I think that definitely helps me to create music. The song Sky of the Flatland is actually interesting. It's a story about the beautiful Dutch sky. So there was one time I was traveling very early on the train, and it was like 5 a.m. in the morning. It was still dark in the winter. So I was traveling, and then I was looking at the sky from the train, and all of a sudden the sun came out, and then it penetrates onto the field on the ground, and it makes the ground looks like another sky. It gave me this inspiration to write a song. It's called Sky of the Flatland. It's about the beautiful sky of Netherlands. I feel extremely grateful. I even feel a little bit surreal that I am the endorsed exceptional talent this year. So I'm very happy, and I really hope I can bring my music to more audience here, to share music to more audience around the Amersfoort Jazz Festival, and also around the world to some other places. I am really looking forward to that. The band setting is quite conventional. It's a piano, drums, bass, and saxophone. It's kind of a conventional jazz quartet setting. But we are going to use this conventional setting to create music which is gonna sound very different. It's, we are going to mix all the influences from all our band members. I will always try to do my best with music and share the best music that I could do with audience, and try to make audience connect with me at the moment. And if I can give a nice concert and the audience have a nice time together, then this would be very satisfying for me already, that we can connect at that moment, share a beautiful moment together. Then that would be my expectation. I'm really looking forward to meeting all the musicians from Amersfoort World Jazz Festival. It would be nice to share ideas with them and get inspired from them also. And I'm sure it's going to be a really inspiring event.